Hello and welcome to my first ever video craft. Today we're going to be making an I love you flower. A few simple ingredients. You're going to need some plaster of Paris, white Elmer's glue. You're going to need some scissors, pen, a couple popsicle sticks. You're going to need something to mix the plaster of Paris in. I recommend definitely using something you don't want to keep because it's pretty much ruined after you use it. And you'll need something to stick these cute little flowers in when you're done. I happen to have some old Play-Doh containers. You can use anything, such as a can of corn. You can use like this, one of these, anything you've got, and you'll need a little construction paper, 2 different colors. Okay, first things first, you're going to take and you're going to spread a real thin layer of glue on one piece of paper. Slap the other piece on top, and I say a thin layer because I know when you're crafting with kids, it's kind of a lot of work and you need to do it relatively quickly. We're going to go ahead and mix our plaster so it can start hardening while we finish our craft. You want to use equal parts. For something about the size of my container, you're going to want to do about a half a cup of plaster to a half a cup of water. It's a little messy. Always have my rags on hand. I'm going to stir it up real good till it's about the consistency of pancake batter. A little more water. And just so we have a chance for it to start hardening while we're doing our craft, go ahead and pour it into your container. It gets a little thick. Okay, now while that's starting to harden, let's go ahead and trace our hand. You're going to want to round the bottom as you cut it out. Depending on the age of your child, you can allow them to cut it out if you choose. Make sure your child spreads his hand pretty good because you are going to be folding these fingers down and you want to make sure there's enough room to fold them down. Okay, now we're going to create the I love you symbol. Place a little bit of glue on the top of the 2 inside fingers and fold it down. To hold it in place while we cut out our leaves, I set my glue container on, and with the remaining paper, you're going to cut out a couple of shapes of leaves. Doesn't really matter the shape, anything you want. I'm going to do 2. You can do 3, 4, 5, as many as you want. Now that we have our leaves, we're going to take our 2 popsicle sticks and we're going to glue them together. Depending on the size of your container, you can choose to use only 1 popsicle stick if you would like. Okay, now you're going to want to let this dry, but for the sake of the video, I'll just keep going. You're going to glue onto the top your hand. And anywhere along the stick here, you're going to want to glue your leaves. And again, glue as many as you want. Alternate colors if you choose. Okay, by this time, your plaster should be getting a little bit hard. Now, of course, my flower is a little bit wet still, but for the sake of the video, I have one on hand. And you're going to want to plop it in just as so. And I really don't have a lot of patience to wait while I have 2 kids running around, so I'm going to prop it up on the back of the container like that, and there you have it. There's your I love you flower. Makes a perfect gift for grandparents and an awesome keepsake for parents. Thank you so much for joining along on my first video craft, and stay tuned for more.